How's it going? This is your boy, Coach Ass Kicking,
And this is Vicious 696.
and this is our very first demo of the college football, the NCAA for the Xbox 360. Vicious, I'm blown away by the game.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing about NCAA '07 that I'm very impressed with the demo is as far as comparing it to what it was on the Xbox. NCAA '06 was a so-so game for me. You know, the speed of the players was very slow, but now that they brought it over to the Xbox 360, excuse me, they've done a pretty good job. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to next week when the retail version comes out. I'm very impressed with the character models, with some of the things they've done with the animation and with the play calling and the speed of the game. The speed right now is on par with Madden '07 or Madden '06, excuse me, and I'm impressed. Coach, anything else about the game?
Well, you know what? Funny thing is, because I know what kind of football fan you are, I think you really need to thank EA for, I don't know if you called them or you put money under the table, but for some reason, I don't understand why it has to be your Florida State Seminoles on the game.
Look, the guys over at EA recognize greatness. They know that Coach Bobby Bowden is the greatest coach in college football history, and that Florida State is the greatest college in college football history. So, of course, they're going to do that. Now, they tried to cater to everyone else, not show too much bias by making them on the road. But see, for me, I'm the road warrior. You know what I mean? I like to go in your house and smack you around. So the demo was perfect for me because I got to go into the swamp and smack the gators around, which is just my pleasure. Now, Coach, I know you got the video up. I know you're really digging the game. Let's talk about it. What are you really digging about this game?
Man, Vicious, it's just so many levels. It's like a kind of rebirth thing. I mean, EA has really outshined. I mean, big ups for them. Before I let you know the things that I love about the game, there are a few things that it's not that I don't like about the game, but I would love to see in the game. First off, one thing I would love to see is the more linebacker freedom, where basically the linebackers, maybe, you can hold a trigger or press one button and have the pull up all the linebackers where you have control over them, where you can tell one linebacker to cover a wide receiver, one linebacker to blitz. The problem is that I see with that is that when you're playing somebody and you try to scroll to every linebacker by themselves and you try to blitz them in, by that time, they snap the ball. So I just need to see more linebacker freedom. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel you on that, but you answered the question that you answered my question on that as well, because that's part of the problem. Like playing against a computer, it's like, they're coming up to the line and you got your linebackers. If you had the time to individually move them around, that would be fine. But they're snapping that ball so fast, you're not going to have the time. So I can kind of see where the developers might have thought, hey, let's put this in, but they're realizing with the way the snap count is, either you're going to slow the game down or to keep the game at a pretty quick pace, since it is a video football game, they had to make the sacrifice of letting you only adjust the linebackers as a group and not individually. Same with the defensive line, same with your defensive backs. Everything's done as a group. I know, like you say, because taking it back to some previous football series, that freedom was there, and they've taken it out. I think it keeps the game moving, because if you slow it down to the point where you have to wait for the defense to get adjusted, move this guy here, move this guy there, your play clock is going to be down almost to nothing by the time you're actually able to snap the ball.
Well, I absolutely agree. But thinking about the game and playing this demo, I think they figured it out, because you know what I think EA is saying? EA is probably saying, you know what? If the quarterback gets to the line, runs to the line of scrimmage, and snaps the ball, that's why we got that line jump. If they go to the line of scrimmage and try to run hurry up offense and try to snap that ball without saying hut 1, hut 2, or even hut 3, you can jump your line and get them. I think they counted it. What do you think?
Yeah, that's one of the new options that I really like, is jumping the snap count. It takes great anticipation. It's something that you have to use sparingly, because if obviously you're not going to be able to guess the snap count every time, but in critical situations, like in a hurry-up offense, that's going to come into play. But see, once again, like you're saying, you want to be able to adjust your linebackers. in just a regular, normal break the huddle coming up to the line format, that's jumping the snap count's not going to help you because you don't know when he's going to snap the ball, and you don't know if he's going to be in a hurry up or is he going to take his time. And
Right.
I mean, as far as balancing issues go, I believe that that's why they didn't implement that feature. And I mean, for the more advanced player, we're more advanced players and, we play a lot. I mean, we would take the time to move our players around like that. But EA has to realize that they're catering to a bigger audience than just
Right,
us, the
exactly.
hardcore. So
Right.
they had to sacrifice something. And if that's what they sacrificed to make a better game, then I'm okay with it.
Oh, and a better game they made. I mean, I'll pop this game in, and it's like, you know how when you turn on the TV and the TV's so bright on some of those cartoons, their hair starts to fly backwards and everything?
Right.
I don't have any hair. I shave all my hair off, so I'm bald-headed with whatever hair I have flying in the back. I was so blown away by the graphics, the lighting, the textures, the movement, even the passing game. I mean, there are some instances where you're dropping back and you throw the ball, you're not going to complete the pass.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the beauty of it. That's one of the game mechanics that they've added in that was not there last year. Like, I have a perfect example. I had a play where I had two wide receivers out to the right. I took the slot receiver, put him in motion, which drew the safety to follow him. Then I had one-on-one coverage with the cornerback. So I saw that, and I immediately, when I snapped the ball, I waited till my wide receiver got ahead of the cornerback, and I just simply tapped the B button to lob the ball to him instead of trying firing in there, where the defensive back would have had the advantage and could have knocked it down. But by lobbing it over the defensive back, my receiver was able to go get the ball, and I took it to the house and scored. Whereas last year with NCAA, even though I know they had the passing touch with the zip and the lob, but it was not as crisp as it was in this demo. Now, I will say, since we're on this, and before I forget to say it, a problem that I do have with the demo is, and I'm hoping this is just because it's a demo and not the retail version, is you notice during the cutscenes, the video gets a little stuttery, which bothers me a little bit. It's not stuttery during gameplay, so it's something even in the retail version I could overlook, but it is something that, hey, if I wanted to show this off to a friend who's coming over, he's going to see that immediately and go, oh, why is it stuttering like that? I'm not so sure about this game. But then again, we're hardcore, so it's something that we would most likely look past.
Yeah, and as a hardcore gamer, they even got it where if they're walking by the football and kick the football literally rolls. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
No. Go. Take it.
Oh, no, okay. I thought you said, oh, man. Oh, it's just so. I remember I was calling the iRight 28Z split tango play. You know my little tango play and everything. I think I was calling that, but I was thinking about calling that play, but looking at the playbooks, I love the extra playbooks they have in there. Well, not the extra playbooks, but the different formations they have. But I know that you and Unmatched Rival both said that you did something that you could not do in the last game, and that was block a punt and a field goal, was it?
Yeah, and that was going back to being able to jump the snap count, because I was able to get my defensive line and get penetration into the backfield, and I was able to block a field goal kick.
I mean, EA. If the EA guys were right in front of me right now, I think we would be bowing. I am so. I mean, if this is just a small taste of what we have to look forward to, Vicious, to wrap this thing up. I mean, this is on so many levels. What are you rating this? What are you giving this demo?
Like I told you, it's not perfect. I'm only going to give it an 8 because I will keep an eyebrow raised with any EA game until I see the final product. So I'm not 1,000% sold just yet, but it's getting there. It's close. It's still not the perfect game, but it's a lot better than it was last year. So I do give EA credit for that.
All right. Well, that's going to be our demo show today. Please send in your emails and comments to osg360@gmail.com. We want to let you know our webpage will be up sometime next week. This is Coach Ass Kicking.
And this is Vicious696.
And we hope you enjoyed our demo of NCAA college football. We are out.